This is part 3 of our Backrooms Found Footage series. So without further delay, grab a drink, put on your headphones, and let's dive back into the story. In the previous video, we left off right after Ravi was attacked by a mysterious creature. Because afterwards Ravi will hear another familiar sound coming from the speaker hall, and this sound will terrify him. Falls, and he manages to block the passage. We see him in what seems to be a narrow living room. He turns and heads toward a staircase there, moving as far away as possible from that horrible thing. Then the camera cuts off. Before we continue, let's go back a little. Here at this moment, pausing the video, at the moment we see for the first time the thing that is chasing Ravi. It is something present in the original video, and I am not the one who paused the video. This reminds us that someone is controlling the video. The big question that has turned the internet upside down is, what is the truth about this thing? We cannot see its shape clearly, but it has a human form, yet with what appear to be indistinct mutations that look strange. Even its movement is strange. At one moment we see it moving on all fours, then on its legs in an unbalanced way as if it is limping, and it seems to have trouble moving properly. Whatever it is certain that this thing is terrifying in an unnatural way. We return to where we left off. After the video cuts, we see this strange clip where Ravi zooms in on an area containing something we can't identify. Is it an insect, a spider emerging from a crack, or just some mold like we've seen many times before? It happens in a quick moment, unclear, as if this thing were moving. We follow Ravi's progress in this place, which is dirtier and more chaotic than anything we've seen so far. He passes by this strange corner. Then, we see a picture and realize that the person in it is Mao Zedong, the former leader of China. Ravi continues moving forward. He notices a metal sign, large pipes, ventilation fans like those found in industrial facilities. He eventually finds this door in this strange corner. When he passes through it, we see he has entered a different place. We notice it's cleaner and more organized, similar to the office area he fell into initially, but this one is somewhat different. We notice the atmosphere has changed in this place. He moves through it and after a few moments discovers large windows that overlook the following. This situation is beyond Ravi's capacity to comprehend. to the point that we hear him laughing hysterically. Honestly, this scene is perhaps the strangest I've encountered in my life. It put me in an atmosphere I couldn't describe. This place looks like a vast, illogical city dominated by night and the color red. It's called online the Red City. We can hear that strange sound coming from it, whose source we cannot precisely identify. After this, Ravi passes through a hallway and finds himself in front of a passage like the one we saw earlier. This sound, it's the sound of the city. I don't know, but when I hear it and look at this area, it gives me the feeling that the city is not just a strange, static, illogical place. It also gives me the feeling that the city in some incomprehensible way is alive, as if it has consciousness, as if it watches, knows, and feels anyone wandering inside it. Anyway, Ravi then finds himself in a place with yellow walls, the classic type of area in the backrooms. He passes momentarily through an area he passed through before, but from a different angle. He continues moving until he encounters something that makes him stop and take a moment. Is someone standing there? After focusing, Ravi understands that this thing is inanimate. When he reaches it, he sees it's just a cardboard cutout of a man.
Okay.
He continues on his way, and at one moment he looks back to see if anything moved. He continues further until he reaches an area different from the yellow walls, less spacious. We see a number of machines, boxes, and various objects. Once again, Ravi looks behind him. Apparently he's cautious, having realized that in this place you can never predict what might happen or who might sneak up behind you. He continues further until he comes upon this place. We see what looks like a blue American-style house, located in a large hall covered with decorative paper in a sky pattern. Regardless of the strangeness of this, we can see some striking details. There are many clothes, shoes, and hats scattered on the ground. What is concerning is that we see other traces. It's impossible to say whether they are signs of decay or dried blood. We see them on the ground near the clothes, and also abundantly on narrow paths located around the sides of the area. In this corner we can see traces that look like footsteps of someone or something. Honestly, I don't know what all this means, but it's really worrying and gives the feeling that something terrible happened here too. Ravi spots what appears to be another statue, but illogically it seems embedded in the ground. He has no choice but to continue and move toward the house in the center, cautiously preparing to enter. Once again he looks behind him. Ravi enters the house, takes a few steps, and sees a trace as if someone had passed through here. He hears the sound of a television in the distance. There's a chair that has fallen to the floor. Once more we see clothes on the ground, a white towel stained with something, and also a bag, a used plate, an alcoholic drink, and what looks like some kind of solution or medicine. He also sees a shoe embedded in the ground like the statue earlier. Around it we see what looks like, once again, decay, or perhaps dried blood. As I said, we can't be certain. Let's leave this for later. Ravi takes a few steps until he starts hearing a sound like someone talking on the phone. He slowly moves toward the source.
One way or another, just sooner is better than later, for sure, because we're cleaning things up. That place is empty right now, but we've got a few people looking at it. And well, you know, it would be helpful if you could come by on Wednesday and have a look at the place. The price is going down by the week. I mean, you gotta get out here sooner or later, because time is not in our hands here.
Ravi hears the sound clearly. There is a man talking from inside the house he is in, but oddly, he doesn't see this man. Ravi tries to communicate with this man, and the man interacts with him.
The clock's ticking, right? The price is going.
Hello?
Hold on, sorry, I think someone's upset. Someone out there? Someone out there?
I'm sorry. I don't know where I am. I need help.